getting super annoyed because like
Hello,
it gave me
everybody.
the prompt.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello,
Oh,
chat.
Badger stole first from David. Congratulations, Badger. And
Yeah.
congratulations, David, on getting second.
Suck it, David.
Yeah, suck it, David. You didn't
How's
get your
everyone doing?
first.
Also, I
Doing
almost was not
fantastic. How
able
about
to
you, friend?
paint today. So I have two things that are ready to be painted. So first is Sergeant Johnson. I didn't prime any Battletech stuff. I almost didn't get to prime anything because, well, yesterday there was a tornado warning 3 times. So wasn't able to go outside at all to prime anything. And then today I quickly primed. Yeah, so this is, I got Sergeant Johnson's ready to be painted. Then I also have this Killa can right here, which is from the thing I'm doing for Shagrot's video. And I just realized I might need to sand that down a little bit more. Damn. Yeah, sent me a Killa can. I touched it all up as best as I could. This is what it looks like. And then also because I wanted, when it came in the package, stuff was broken, so I magnetized it so that doesn't happen when I send it back.
Hells yeah.
Okay, there we go. And also, so it shall be known that this one is mine because it'll be the easiest to tell. Apparently, last night tornado touched down a few miles north. Never even got a warning, Lamau.
Man, I couldn't understand anything you said there.
Nope.
You mushmouthed the
What, me?
A lot of that. Yes,
Yep.
you.
Oh wait, no, I was just reading what Super Mallet said.
Yeah, but like if people are just listening
Okay,
in, they have no clue what you
jeez.
just said. Well,
No, I
it
could have
sounds
said
like
some
you're being bloody
very
by
wise
talking.
words. Where the fuck is my... Where the fuck is my hobby knife? I need that.
Where is my hobby knife?
What? It fell away. We went somewhere. Don't know where, because I... Oh, here it is. I was filming today, too. You didn't
Congrats.
schedule it. Well, I told you I was going to be painting Battletech, but I swapped it. Guys, if I was painting Battletech, you probably wouldn't even showed up, David.
David, what time are the reveal streams tomorrow?
11, so 8 o'clock your time.
Okay. That won't be a problem because I'm going to try to get up early because a public demo is coming out for a game that I'm really fucking hyped for tomorrow.
What game? That's what we got today. An average citizen in Birmingham.
Quarantine Zone, the last check. Imagine Papers, Please if it were in first person, but you're trying to check if people have the zombie virus.
It's like the beginning of I Am Legend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
The
Thought he was gonna say Battlefield.
To be fair,
Wait, does
I used to be a big fan of Battlefield. I stopped after 3.
did Battlefield? What is the public beta thing tomorrow or something? For the public beta for the new one or something?
No clue. All I know is that Mrs. Ickbrod still plays a metric ton of Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
I am seething right now.
Got ourselves a killer can to paint.
Hoping.
Okay, dokie.
Seething.
Yeah. Let's see, how do I want to do this?
While you work on that killer can, I'm gonna be highlighting a fuck ton of trim on Gilliman's armor for my Ferris Manus kit bash.
Yeah. My defense, I would show up and leave and show up and leave. Yes, you would.
Yes.
I'm surrounded by literal, just legions of the demon hordes, and I'm being very annoyed.
Get good, it sounds like.
Mrs. Ickbrod's playing the game right now. There's a section full of like huge ass like spent shell casings, and you just get to run around and boop them and stuff.
Obviously, gonna do metallics. So let's just do the good old steel.
I love how like Handy was like,
Right.
get good, and I'm just like, I'm trying, alright?
I'm surprised.
You know, I'm like,
shouldn't you be
Mrs.
playing
Bird
on the
living your best life.
little baby difficulty? Oh wait, they don't have that one anymore because everyone's a sensitive little bitch.
Yeah, but the time's handy. They can't call it journalist mode without tanking the review, so they had to change it to something else.
Oh man, that'd have been funny if they called it journalist mode. That would have been hilarious.
Oh god, that'd have been great.
It would have been fantastic.
Say that again.
Fantastic!
Yes, Iron, it's a Killa
Jimmy's
can.
mom, you're fantastic. It is a Killa can,
Hello
Iron
there.
brother.
Yes,
It's a
hello
can
there,
that
Badger.
kills. Badger. It's
Finally. Oh fuck! I forgot
Oh.
about the other one.
Badger did the hello there.
Oh,
Yes,
I thought you were saying hello to Iron, not the sound emoji.
I said hi to him too.
no.
As soon as we come out, so all
What
the
the-
naysayers can shut the
I'm
hell
not
up.
sure. I'm not sure we're allowed to say that name out loud. This
Yeah,
early
I
in
don't
the
know if I can
stream.
say that name on.
What's
probably
up,
on
Love
Twitch,
Boat?
but-
There we go.
Yeah,
What
Love Boat.
name?
Not on YouTube.
What name?
They're
Hold
they're
on.
the Love Boat, but instead think of the act of love, you know, as the name instead of love in Love Boat.
Welcome. What army do you play under paint? Yes is a valid answer.
The act of what?
You know, where the you do it like you do on the
The
Discovery
scientific
Channel.
term.
Oh, got you. Took me
You
a
know that
second. I was
thing
like,
that. Yeah, you know, the thing that Mom tells me to cover my eyes and like put
The birds and the
pillows
bees,
around my
got it.
ears. Dragon time, baby, yeah. Dragon tails, dragon tails.
Great name, by the way. Very funny. Not sure if safe
Darn,
for
he's very
YouTube
nice.
though.
The Minecraft. I completely forgot
Oh,
you're
no,
on
it's
YouTube.
just dried
and I'm
up
just
paint. I was
yelling
cleaning
out,
it.
Yeah.
I'm just yelling out die at the top of my lungs with no context. Other than I'm playing Doom. This section is super annoying and I hate it. I have to
How
fight
about-
so many mini bosses.
How about you get good then?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that, David. It's not the itty boat.
Ow.
Okay, so let's see. So, where is big synthetic brush? This one should work. I have
it went
no
on
idea what I'm
strike.
doing. I have never painted an orc before, so this is definitely a fuck it we ball moment.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna coat the colors that I think need to be certain colors and certain colors. Wanted to try orcs too. Well, this is my first ever orc model I'm ever painting.
What about what armies do you play or paint if you do any? Senior Love Boat. The Diddy Boat, god damn it.
I don't know why you guys made me think of the dumb name that Rigby got named himself in the show.
Rah rah Rasputin. I don't know.
No, there was a show in the 70s called The Love Boat.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying what Rev was saying.
Yeah, it's from
As of now, I
regular
have some
show.
Imperial Knights and a squad of Necrons. Nice, very nice. Good taste.
Heck yeah. Big stumpy robots.
The best
I
big
bo-
stumpy
I
robots.
parried that. Ah,
Get good.
it's the same boss that does this 3-piece combo that is just like, bro. And then I'm surrounded by all these mini demons, and I'm just like, can y'all like screw off while I'm fighting the mini boss?
You know what that sounds like?
Shut up, Andy.
Sounds like
How would you
a
feel?
skill issue.
How would you feel starting
What
with
model is
Grey
this
Knights?
starting? This is a one-off model that I'm painting for Shagrot's bits. He asked me if he wanted to do a collab video, like want to paint a thing for one of his videos he's doing. So I said, sure, I'll do that. Sounds like fun. I need to paint something different. This is a one-off model. Although I do have a Goth Rocker that needs to be painted still.
You do.
Yeah. Orcs are really fun to paint. Yeah.
I've heard that as well, because you don't have to worry about messing up too much. Especially when it's a horde army.
Yeah. And it's a green tide. It's be a happy accident, yeah.
Right now I'm painting up Ferris Bannis's backpack, which seems
Yeah.
to be mostly gunmetal.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Good. I'm good. I'm doing fine.
What
Roll
difficulty
tide.
are you playing on, by the way?
Nightmare.
What?
Then why are you
it-
complaining? You chose that.
I know. I'm complaining because of the like. I'm
You're
just
complaining
complaining
because
I'm
you
just trying to get
suck?
better.
Is that why
No.
you're complaining? Because you suck? I think that's why you're
There's no
complaining.
end to these these ads, bro. Get rid of. I don't want.
Roll tide,
Why?
roll
Why
tide.
is there no end? Why is it every time I wipe out an entire?
Because it's nightmare
like,
mode. Get good.
How much do you think the Horus Heresy 3 box is going to be?
250,
considering the
300.
old one was what, like 300? Yeah, I think it's going to maintain that 300-ish price.
I'm probably not gonna get it. I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
Or someone sells the one half on eBay for like $150. The Dreadnought and the Saturnine.
Yeah. I really just want the Dreadnought, to be real with you.
By the sound of it, Rev is no Doomslayer. He's the poo player.
Yep.
He's the what?
You're not
You're
the
just calling
Doomslayer.
him
You're
shit.
you're the shit player.
Terrible job, Shitstar.
Finally, there you go.
We just
He's
had to
not
smack
bad.
talk you enough.
Whew, there we go.
I just got an incredibly stupid idea for 3D printed model. What is it? And is it safe for Twitch and YouTube?
Probably not.
We're gonna find out.
Oh, fucking hell.
It is okay.
Cover in this whole backpack and gunmetal. You get gunmetal. You will get gunmetal. All y'all sons of bitches be getting the gunmetal.
Oh man, that was insane, but I did it. I beat this area. Now to move on to the next one.
Know how orcs say anything purple is invisible? Yeah, I know about that. Are you gonna make
Let's get to the point.
a clear resin orc?
I had to channel my inner Slayer to fucking finish this bit, bro.
Yeah, and if you do, please get off of Discord. Don't want to hear you yelling the entire time and screaming.
Oh no, I legit like this is one of those games where if I start getting angry, I might just have seething silence. That's usually what happens to me.
Are you sure about that? Because those times you played Marvel Rivals Ranked, you were kind of loud.
Yeah, but that's Marvel Rivals. This is a whole. This is a single player
different
game
anger?
because it's a different anger. Yeah,
Hmm,
because that anger is
okay.
towards my teammates. This anger is towards like just myself.
we're sucking real bad. Maybe it's not really you and Marvel Rivals or your teammates. Maybe it's not really your teammates.
Oh no, it's 100% my teammates because Igbard can attest that they don't like to play point or they don't like to play the objective.
Correct.
Let's see
Sorry,
if the
Andy, the
orc
bit
are getting
has
with a
the- has
slight
an
hint of
endpoint.
purple. That works. That'd be funny.
The young lad has a point.
You can't take it to the GW store, unfortunately, though. But it'd be funny if you could.
I found a graphical glitch. Fun.
Oh my.
That's just par for the course for Doom right now.
Yeah, is the one of the beams of light that like shines off of the gold that you can collect is like just sitting there. Like I collected the gold, but the shine is still there, and I'm like, huh.
Fun. The control so hard it goes through the screen and hits you. Wow.
Okay. Next.
Hey, honey, what difficulty are you playing on? Hun.
Huh?
What difficulty are you playing on, baby? Thank you. Okay.
What difficulty is she playing on?
Ultra violence.
Ultra violence. Oh, okay. So for a moment I was just like, which one's that? Oh, it's the one below Nightmare.
Oh, damn.
Started playing Ark again? Damn.
Thank you, Love Boat, for the follow. I appreciate it.
I will say I also do absolutely refuse to lower the difficulty. I don't care how much this angers me. I will continue to play this on the I forgot there's invisible
Insert
head.
Shen Comics meme where he just smashes his head against a brick wall.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for the Prime sub, Love Boat. If you're in the Discord or you're not in it already, remember to link your Twitch to your Discord
Yeah.
so you can access the members section of the Discord.
Yeah. And just vibe and enjoy.
Exclamation point Discord. Yeah, David's there. I was gonna say David might hate me. I started another gotcha game, although I haven't spent money on it.
Oh my
What
god.
gotcha game?
Well, I have already dropped all the other ones I played. I completely abandoned Genshin.
I hear you, David. That requires me to actually record the script for the video that I have written.
I'm playing the newer Genshin Impact.
What, Zenless Zone Zero?
No. Withering
Okay, I was
Waves.
about to say
Nike or whatever?
Nikkei, no.
DK?
No. They said I'm playing Withering Waves. I got bored and I'm like, okay, let me download this and start having their anniversary event. Get a bunch of free shit. Did that.
I was like, you're playing
it's not
Rule?
bad.
Oh my god.
Abandoning Genshin, good abandon. I didn't abandon. Well, Fate Go, I don't really play much anymore. I just log in, roll, and then stop. Then like play maybe. I don't like play how I used to, which was like play every single event. Which connected? Nice.
Heck yeah. We have a member section of the Discord where we post funnier memes. We also give more one-on-one
Are they in the Discord?
and advice.
What's
I
your
don't know,
name
but
in
I'm just giving
Discord?
it
I
a
don't know. Yeah, I know. But I'm
What's your
wondering
favorite
what's in
faction to paint, Handy?
mine. Well,
Ultramarine.
shut the fuck up. I've so far I've painted Custodies and Dark Angels. I haven't really cracked into my Imperial Knights yet, so probably Custodies for now.
I'm sorry, Ickford set that up so fast. I was just
Get
like,
on
wait a
point
minute,
is
I know
my-
I got
Oh,
good
okay.
point.
Okie dokie.
Nice. For me, my favorite probably is gonna be my Celestial Lions, especially with that gold that I got from Handy.
What's this way? Oh, this is... Okay, this is the area I can't go to yet.
I don't even know if they're in the Discord.
Well, if they are, yeah, Bradford, we talked about that a little bit last week.
About what were we talking about?
About Marathon, Bungie stealing an artist's art.
Bungo stealing
Oh,
art.
that.
Halo being dead, unfortunately. And the only
No,
thing
it's
keeping it
probably good
alive
they're
is the modding scene on life support.
Bungie doesn't even work on Halo. They haven't for over a decade now.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, everyone, like, 343, I mean.
Gotcha.
And let's be honest, if
better.
they were working on Halo, it'd probably still be as bad. Because everyone that worked on the original Halo left a long time ago.
Yeah. It's like, as much as I repeat ad nauseum, I want to see Obsidian make another Fallout game. The people who made Fallout New Vegas are not part of Obsidian anymore.
Well, I mean, Dragon Age Origin 2 was anything to go by, then yeah.
Obsidian made Dragon Age 2.
Who made Dragon Age 2? That was
BioWare.
Okay, BioWare. Same thing. BioWare is dead too.
Yeah.
Bungie is squeezing every single cent off of Destiny 2. Yeah, I know. That's why I quit 2 years ago. I saw the writing on the wall. The game was turning ass. So I was in like hyper monetized, and I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Didn't they hire a psychologist to help them figure out when's the best time to release new add-ons to make it as addictive as possible?
They tried, but it didn't work because Marvel Rivals does it better. Because it's supposed to be released something
out by the time.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Destiny
saying
2
like they need to release. You need to release something every month, which is how Rivals does it. It's more likely to be shit in there to be good nowadays. Yeah, I know. It's funny how the free-to-play gacha games are doing way better. Never thought I'd see the day.
Break your loss streak. Quit go, Jamie.
Wait, what?
Not only did you break your loss streak, you're now manually breathing.
Oh my god. Which companies gacha games are
Ultron
doing
in
better?
7 days. Woohoo. Not 7 days, sorry, 10 days. No, wait, I don't know. Does May have a 31st?
Well, let's see.
Well,
Let's
no,
check our
9 days actually. It
supercomputers
comes
in
out on
front of us.
30th. Sorry.
You said May, right? Yeah, we do.
It comes out on May
Or it does.
30th. So 9 days till Ultron. Doing better. Destiny doesn't have.
Yay.
9 days for me to insta-lock my new favorite support.
Go fuck yourself. It's my turn to play it. I played it first. I've been waiting. Go fuck yourself. You don't get to say that unless you're diamond and above. You don't have an opinion. Ickberg gets an opinion because I've known him longer. I've known Ickberg longer. He gets an opinion. You don't.
Heck yeah.
Well, that's not very nice.
Seniority.
There's a hierarchy.
Let's screw the hierarchy. Anarchy's the best.
Attica.
Through the hierarchy,
Gunmetal the fuck out of his harness. You're in the server? Hells yeah. Welcome to the server. What the hell?
Well, that's not very nice.
Oh, you moved him around?
Disconnected him.
He kicked me out, like, completely.
Hello, Clamville. How are you doing?
Abuse of power. Abuse of power.
No, it's not. It's the hierarchy.
Abuse of power. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did. You said anarchy. We don't like anarchy in here. No, none of that communist bullshit.
Anarchy just means no government. That is
Yeah, but
definitely not
the
communist.
anarchists usually want communism.
Hell no. Then they're not anarchists.
We know.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop them.
David, you good look inside the new pods yet?
I hate people that are like that. They're like, oh, I'm an
David
anarchist.
bought
But
bought stuff from the dude who got a bunch of the copies of thing.
Yeah, I know. Where is it, David? Where is it? David, where is it? Did you actually get it?
The numbers, David. What do they mean?
Would you like to share with the class?
no. Oh, come on. I got stuck.
You're stuck.
We're stuck. Help.
Please, I beg you.
Preparing for your first kill team tournament. I hope you have fun.
Nice. Maybe. So do you have it? Yes or no?
Nah, if he did, he would have sent me the rules already for Horus Heresy 3.
We'll give it time. It probably still has to be delivered. That's why.
Yeah.
That was so annoying, but okay. I got rid of all the ads. Go down.
Actual serious game. We're losing codex. Enjoy them circus. Hey, what's this? Also, I hear about Death Guard being busted beyond belief.
Death Guard aren't busted beyond belief. They just have like genuinely more than 2 good detachments to choose from.
Didn't someone say they were going 6-0 consistently at tournaments?
It's also because they're the custodian version of Chaos now, or they can be.
Oh, that's
They have
bullshit.
flexibility. No, it kind of parodies it pretty well. They were tanky with custodians in 9th and in 8th, mirroring each other.
Bullshit, they're Space Marines. They shouldn't be as tanky as custodians.
Nah,
Damn.
they're Space Marines who have. Like, do you
Hola,
know the lore behind
045. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome. What army player paint? Yes is a valid answer. And do I know what?
Do you know the lore behind Death Guard?
Oh.
Why the way they are?
Disgusting
Would you like
resilient.
to?
David couldn't get it, he says.
Damn.
Stellar nuked all the stuff before he can get it.
Damn. So basically, Death Guard were known to be incredibly resilient fighters already due to, Barbarous, the place that, the home world of Mortarion, quote unquote, home world at least, where he was, dropped off at. Made them really hale and hearty type people. It was noted during the Crusades. Death Guard infantry would get mollywopped, like absolutely fucking just destroyed by
What color will you
people.
paint this goober? I have no clue. This is just a paint it as I go project.
Jamie, your point is valid, but YouTube TOS might think that's an actual threat. Because they're cringe. Anywho.
YouTube does not have a sense of humor.
Yeah. So,
Neither does Twitch.
Death Guard were known for being hardy and resilient.
Oh.
Infantry dudes were, would be, absolutely dumpstered, but then, get up and shake it off with their armor being crumpled, with them only getting minor wounds comparatively. Like, if a Imperial Fist or an Ultramarine would take it, they would be put into Medicae. So they were naturally, a tough group, physically tough. Compared to where we would say Iron Warriors are more mentally tough, that Iron Within, Iron Without shit. So, they then, this already tough group, known for being able to have a grinding, unceasing fight of just mass infantry.
3:40 a.m. They got the hop out. Well, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the Prime subscribe. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I will see if
come
I
by
can
around again.
try and stream earlier, but I never can because I'm either asleep or I'm doing stuff early in the day.
And sadly, I am not stuff.
Okay.
The jokes were there, Handy. If you give me a softball pitch, I gotta hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, the moment Handy moves, he'll still stream at 8 p.m. his time, but for me, it's going to be 7 p.m., which means it would be earlier for me.
True.
True.
But yes, so then we have the Death
Or I'm usually
Guard
awake
who are-
at night.
because he's make them at night. But the Death Guard were then, Typhon, who became Typhus, sent basically the entire Death Guard Legion, whoever survived this time on 3 at least, that they didn't know about, disregarded for this. So 90% of the Legion was put into basically this warp, into the
So
warp.
you've gone from rats to
under-
orcs.
No, he's doing a special thing for a friend.
For another
That's nice.
YouTuber.
Nice clan build. That's cool. I wonder what's in the combat patrol. But so they get put into the war under Nurgle's specific Eiger, to where they are just infested with disease and rot and decay. Yet because Nurgle is of the opposite of change, stagnancy, they truly never die. So now you have these already tough SOBs, and you just gave them demon powers to make it so they physically cannot feel pain, and their wounds are no greater than the diseases that already rot their bodies from the inside. So they just keep trucking along. So, lore-wise, they are somewhat equivalent to custodians in durability, not in lethality, but in
Team Candra,
durability.
not the Grotskit. Yeah, I think so. It's a Killa can.
Yes, that is a Killican. Grots go in Killicans. Orks go in the Dreadnobs. I think
Death
they're called.
Dreads.
No one ever runs them.
Death
What?
Dread. Death Dread?
Death Dread, thank you. Death Dread, yeah. The lore behind Killicans is actually a little sad. It's Grots going into those Killicans, thinking that they can get higher up, like, in status amongst the others because they're physically bigger and do more killy things. But then they realize, hey, I can't get out of this thing. I'm stuck here forever now. And everyone's like, oh, hey, there's a Killican. Pointed that direction. It disregard its existence after it walks away.
Yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone having a good
I
day?
am
It
having
is
the time of my
Wednesday, my
life over here.
dudes.
Hump day!
Ow.
Yeah, it felt bad for the Death
Yeah.
Guard in that bit. Mortarion tried to mercy kill one of his Marines, and he was the one of the first afflicted, but it just didn't work. Yeah. The way I understood and remember it is Mortarion was the easiest to fall amongst his brethren because he was ironically so durable and tough as a Primarch. The plague that Nurgle put on him had to be especially heinous to where he was literally drowning in his own lungs.
Is that why he wears the respirator?
Yes. He genuinely needs the respirator.
I have been assailed by duckies.
Yay.
But he's gonna get you.
And now hot dogs.
Alright, now, guys, throw the orcs at him.
Well, I
This
look
is
like I know
surprising.
what a JPEG is.
Surprised that wasn't the first thing that was thrown at me since you know I'm painting them.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, King of the Hill.
Whoa!
Oh!
Water free!
Don't think, Bobby.
That boy ain't right, I tell you what.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
Rabbit just realized you're a fake Texan. You
Who,
don't have
me?
the
Yeah.
accent. You don't have the accent.
What accent?
He
Southern
wants you to
accent?
sound like he wants you to sound
Oh, I get
like
it. He wants me
Cheech
to.
from Cheech and
yeah.
Chong.
Yeah, he wants me to sound like the stereotypical cowboy southerner. You do realize that we don't all sound like that, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking with you. Death Guard players are
No,
still
no,
Magic
no.
players.
No. The only fake Texans in Texas are the ones that either are born or live currently in Austin.
I knew you were gonna say that.
And for people who have an issue for me saying that, bite me. I've lived in that city for 2 years, and yeah, no, never again. Worst 2 years of my life.
Never forgetty, rest in spaghetti. And this is a person who's living in a quite possibly haunted house right now.
Mm-hmm.
The moon's haunted.
My mom had to perform a had to perform a like a cleansing in
Exorcism.
her house. Yeah, well, not an exorcism,
Not an exorcism
because
no one was possessed.
Yeah, no one was possessed yet. But they did have to do a cleansing after they found those scratch marks on my back. So they were like, "Yeah, no, we're cleansing your room." And then they're like,
and holy
she took
fire.
"Yeah." And then my mom got scared because she felt like she started noticing signs again that the entity might have come back, because there's been like a series of unfortunate events at her house, and
Good book series.
it-
Good book series.
it's
Good
all
series indeed.
it's all directed back in my room again, because I think the first sign of like something happening was, I think one time when they were like in bed watching TV, my stepdad in the corner of his eye saw like what he described to be a young girl run towards like my sister's room, and when he went to go check my sister, she was asleep. So there was no way that was her. And then
Unless she
he saw
was
it
faking
again,
it.
like probably. But then the same thing happened a week late, not a week, a month later. And my stepdad went to her room because he was just like, "All right, I'm getting tired of like you doing this every once in a while." So he went to go check on her. He completely forgot that she was at a sleepover, and no one else but my mom was in the house.
He snuck back to the house to
Remember-
get something.
No,
Mhm.
the place, no, the place that she was sleeping over is like 15 minutes away, and it was like 2 a.m. Then the next time, well, my mom had to call me over because, and this, I felt like that she felt this was a sign, but I feel like it's because we didn't have a proper person check our sealed off attic. But when we went into our sister's room, they went first. They called me, and I didn't notice it until I walked in. There was a bat that was just hovering over her, like not attacking her or anything. It's just hovering over her. Obviously, my parents
The
were scared.
animal.
The animal, yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought a Louisville Slugger was floating like a ghost floating over her head, like some Three Stooges
Oh
bullshit.
no! Oh no! It was like the animal, the bat. It was hovering over her.
Really,
by,
nice.
like,
Welcome. Kill cans
flying
are
over.
probably in my top 10 Warhammer models all time. Well, welcome.
But
What army do you
we
play? I'm playing
ended up-
yes is a valid answer. Sorry, I'm keeping
we ended up
you.
finding out after calling the exterminator that there was a whole colony of bats in our attic. And we were just like, how long have they been in there? So the exterminator had
Bats
to
don't
clean it
explain the
out.
scratch marks on you. Because
Oh, yeah, no,
those were
that
fruit
was-
bats, huh?
Those were fruit bats, yeah. No, the 3 scratch marks on my back, when it was across my back, like the whole thing, from
Yeah.
from my shoulder blade all the way down to my lower left hip. I still remember the what's it called, the beginning and end of it. You know, like it was on top, it was at the top of my right shoulder
Oh, I
blade,
just think
and
they're
it
adorable.
slashed
they're done.
across.
Well, it's just this one. This is a
Oh.
one-off thing. Only just one Killa can.
And then of course there was that incident where my mom was just like relaxing, and my sister's her furniture, I keep forgetting what they're called, the one where like they put a ton of makeup, there's a giant mirror and all that.
A vanity.
Vanity, yeah, the vanity table, or the vanity. That thing toppled over, and that shit weighed a lot. Like there was no explanation that thing should have just toppled over, because it was like flat, like on the ground. So
I
my
wonder
mom
if
has.
you can get home insurance payouts for having your house be haunted.
Bro, if that was the thing, my mom would like. My mom would literally have gotten that a long time ago and just be like, "Yeah, so here's the video evidence of this thing just toppling over."
As imagine, like, well, did you? It's like you're now going through the steps,
David.
like with your medical insurance, where it's like, did you go to the doctor before we can give you the MRI? It's like, did you get the priest to
Hey,
bless
thank you,
the
Fire, for the
house?
15 months. Giga Chad.
Giga chattery.
And once again, like, a lot of people think it's like I'm being like over dramatic or skeptical or whatever about it, and I'm just like, dude, I've lived in that house for so long that I like after what I've seen, I cannot for the life of me tell people that it is not the case of what's happening in the house. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't deny it because I've seen it with my own eyes. And to deny it is to like
You know, with
basically
your
say,
special
"Oh yeah,
eyes.
My brand.
My brand. You
I'm
shepherd's
just
eyes
like,
bulging out of his head. And the funny Gary's mod physics. Oh, god damn it. I hate these paint bottles so much. Exploded all
Heck.
over. Be right back, I gotta rinse my hand.
Handy had an accident.
barrel stuffer. Hit demons with every pellet from combat shotguns. Shots. Oh, sweet. Oh, what are my missions? What have I not been doing?
Drugs.
Over 7 areas. That. Score 10 direct hits with the grenade launcher weapon. Okay.
The Granada.
Granada! I just reminded me of like old Call of Duty where you like
yeah.
actually fought.
Back.
Have... Shut up, David.
Oh fuck.
Killa is kind of like the urban mech from BattleTech. I could see that.
It's not as beloved as the urban mech.
No, definitely not.
Urban mech gets its own box just full of them, and then there's also a giant inflatable urban mech they always bring out for Gen Con every year. All hail the urban mech.
Hail.
Ew, gross.
Kirby
Oh, you
Storm Dust.
bastard.
So I have some interesting news to relay.
Sure.
Yes.
I have once again went 2-1 at an RTT using a fucking Baneblade.
Congratulations.
Thank
Nice.
you, thank you. I talked about it briefly on stream about the different factions and people I played against, but I did some more research because I haven't really looked much at Titanic units because they really shafted them this edition for guard. And by golly, and I do mean this sincerely, there's one of them that is really fuck off cool. Let me pull up its data sheet for everyone here. Everyone gets one free guess. It is not the Baneblade or the Hellblade.
Is it a Baneblade chassis?
It is a Baneblade chassis.
Stormblade?
Well, let's see what the others have to say as well. I don't want to influence it.
Yeah, Handy. Let everyone else answer.
No, don't give him a hard time. Baneblade, meta chasing again, Ikbard. I know, right? Fell Sword, not a bad option. Shadow Sword, not a bad option either. Not a bad option either. Definitely not padding for time to open up the list to go through the cool Baneblade variants. There is no Stormwolf. You might be thinking of the Storm Sword.
Or the Storm Hammer?
There is no Storm Hammer.
Isn't that the, one of the Forge World variants?
They're no longer legal.
Ah, that's bullshit.
It is. It is. Ends with sword. Got you. Yes. You're good, Aurelion. It is the Bane sword.
Ah.
It has some really cool weapons. It's got a well. Let's go off with the big gun. It has a quake cannon.
Yes,
it is
Titan gun.
D6 plus 6 shots. We're hitting on 4s because we're guard. Strength 16. AP 4. Damage 4. Blast and ignore cover. So we're nuking tanks. This is a tank killer. Way to go, David. Way to go, David.
You said that
Definitely
way too
called
late, though.
Yeah, definitely called it after that. That's why Fell Sword is a good guess. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Quake Cannon, Strength 16, AP 4, damage 4. It's just fun. 72-inch range. Park the sumbitch wherever. It's the ability here.
It's just the Warlord Titan Quake Cannon's weapon profile.
But here's the fun part, Handy. A, I can actually run it in a 2,000-point game.
Yeah, no, it's not fair.
And two, every time an attack is made with this model's Quake Cannon that destroys an enemy model that has the Deadly Demise ability, that Deadly Demise ability inflicts mortal wounds on a d6 roll of a 3+ instead of a 6+.
Wahoo.
So, minimum of 7 shots. I'm hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s.
Grabbing at the board and kamikaze bonsaiing it.
Whatever. Say it again.
Grabbing up the board, going kamikaze bonsai.
Yes, I'm the Buckaroo Bonsai. So yeah, 7 at the lowest, 10 at on the average, 5 hits. Gonna get at least 3 wounds in. That's 12 damage. I can nuke a dreadnought. I can fuck up your gunboats. And you know, it doesn't have to kill with that gun. It just has to. I have to hit you with that gun, and if you make those saves, cool. But I hit you with like a las cannon that's on it, and it still dies. Guess what? 3-up explosion, bitch. And it makes me happy. And that's what it's all about. Can I just say to the enemy, here's my big gun, what are you going to do about it? Yes, Tortiste. I keep fucking it up. Silver.
English hard.
English hard. That's not English. That's an O and an R. That is French.
Those from chat handies. Why is there always the war?
Hey man, he's got good gotcha rules.
David,
that's what's happening.
For the fucking $5. Thank you, David. Absolutely gay Chad.
Just Silver, not English hard. Bad spelling. Fair enough. Fair enough, Silver. So with all that shenaniganery.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. I'm thinking about dropping the Bane Blade and running the Bane Sword.
Do it. Be
Because
funny.
they're the same price on points. 480 points.
Do it. Funny. Do the funny.
Do the meme.
Do it. Do it now.
Come on. Do it.
Do it.
I'm out here. Kill me.
Touch me in my no square. Come on. Quit teasing me.
Quit teasing me.
Stop it. That's it. I'm going French. I don't know why.
We pay taxes allegedly.
Allegedly.
What the fuck? This is supposed to be a 1 in 4 chance. What the fuck?
You should make it a 1 in 6.
I would have to make 6 more fucking 2 more redeems then.
Emperor's children be like, Ghost, holy shit! Ghost!
Yeah, it's
how
Ghost.
How you been, dude? It has been forever.
They were here. Well, you weren't here for that.
Yeah, I wasn't. Tabletop question. At night, Karn took an oopsie from his overcharged plasma. Grenades was taken.
3 times in a row. What the fuck?
Let's go gambling!
Why does only a 50
Go
just
buy a
to
lottery
fucking
ticket.
blow out in my ears with the maximum volume one?
Fake Ghost.
It's guaranteed.
I've been here when you weren't here. Yeah, Ghost, like 2 ships passed in a night. Okay, so Jamie, to answer your question, so Karn took damage from his overcharged plasma. You then had grenade strat used on you. You're wondering if Karn takes the damage because he's below starting wounds, or if the unit does. In this case, you actually still put it on the quote-unquote body guarding unit. Karn is only viable for targeting with precision because he has the non-characters in his unit. You always hear Casino Walls based In Ave Dominus Nox build.
We're in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls.
On the goddamn walls. So yeah, you would still put it on the unit that he was part of.
That's what the fuck? 4 times.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. The Warlord Titan enemy can't. Warlord Titan, the enemy, they can't hear you if you're sneaking up on them if they're deaf. That's fair, goblins. My strategy is when I play against my opponents, I try to be so funny.
Yes,
So
I'm
funny
sure about 1 and 4. What the fuck is this bullshit? I'm checking the thing real
that
quick.
they have oxygen loss from laughing.
How's the variations? Yeah,
Ever since I beat that one
What?
section
The
in this
death
mission, I
back-
was done. I was like, the rest of the mission was.
Oh.
Flip space rupture detected. Does that give you PTSD?
Oh, thank God. Not 5 times in a row, but thank you for the super chats, David. My God.
Whammy.
Ow, my ears kind of hurt. They're ringing. Not gonna lie.
Okay,
my God.
that just okay. I was about to play another sound, and then you said that. I'm like, never mind.
Damn it.
We had a good thing going, David. You just had to ruin it. You and your pride. Does that give me PTSD? No. Handy, does slip space rupture detected give you PTSD?
Kinda. I don't remember what game it's from though. It's slipping my mind.
Hey, Halo.
With the tinnitus acting up from David.
Yes. Yes. The tinnitus.
Ugh.
You just said slip space, and all I thought was Halo.
Yeah, it's Halo.
What is it called when Warhammer like try to travel between like systems? What's it called again?
Warp travel.
Warp gates? Yeah. Or yeah,
use
warp,
warp
yeah.
travel. After Jorge sack.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Yes. Fuck you, David, and thank you. God damn it.
Was it another war?
It was the
You paid
guaranteed one
50.
at max volume. My ears, they
Oh.
fucking hurt.
It's the
And now
entire goddamn
the
company.
fucking sound of the thing too. Keep in my handy, you deserve it. Thank you. Is that a
deserve the
threat
money.
or was it? No, is that a threat or words of praise?
It's what you make of it.
I don't know what that's supposed to be, a threat or words of praise.
I'm currently also a bit annoyed because I haven't gotten paid yet, and I wanted my payment.
Strategy's been the same since 8th edition. Offer my opponent high sodium snacks so their natural BPM is heightened.
That's
Dealer's
hilarious.
choice. Fine, David. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. I might do the reveal stream, or we'll just hang out in the Discord and in the member section of the Discord. What?
Oh, it's just the idea that, like, hey, I'm gonna decide if you get to stay here tomorrow or not, depending on how my ears feel. Alrighty, good night, Silver.
Later, Silver. Thanks for hanging out. They're still ringing.
Congrats, Ghost.
Poor Handy.
I'll take
He
what
was
I
not
can get.
planning on the torture that he has suffered through today.
He's just not used to having people throw money at him. Not for a
Yeah.
while.
I remember when I first introduced those, I couldn't hear shit. Like all I could hear was the bits redeem and Warhorn for an entire day.
Last time it went crazy was the 4th of July.
Yes. My can't disclose sponsors up check showed up. Oh, so it's an NDA sponsorship, I see.
Ooh, fancy.
Remember that great times. I'm just private, okay. Still not very happy how my first sponsorship fell through.
First sponsorship? Who's sponsoring you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not under NDA. Warhammer Tacticus was gonna sponsor me.
Oh.
And they pulled out at the last minute.
Well, that's
Yeah.
news to me.
Like I said, it's probably because I had my family friend was acting as my agent. That's why.
And the way it sounded like it was more surefire than not. You know?
I told you what to do. Yeah, I know I have it. I'm gonna run it by him, see what he says. What he says about it. Plus, also I have to be careful about which sponsorships I choose for, especially for a Warhammer channel.
Ghost.
Great shadow. Teach you tricks. I will use them, David. Here's the thing. I didn't want to use it exactly when you gave it to me because at that point videos were still kind of variable. Once I feel like they're more stable and I can predict them a lot better, then I'll use that thing you sent me. Because here's the thing, if a video does horribly and I had a sponsor on it, they're never going to want to sponsor me ever again.
Yep.
Question is, how many like sponsors are out there to make a 3.0 video? That's true. That's true.
Yeah, here's the problem. I have to buy it though, and I have to assured get a copy. I'm moving, and unfortunately, where I'm moving to does not have the nearest GW store, so I might be fucked for new releases. Unless the one store near me can come in clutch. The LGS near me.
It's not the first time you've had a store of yours that you liked ship stuff out to you. Remember the first time you moved?
Well, no, that wasn't them shipping stuff out to me. That was my parents literally just going. My dad that was still over there picking up the box and then sending it out.
Ah, got it.
Yeah. They don't do that there.
Damn shame.
Damn shame. Actually, I'm gonna do that. The eye a different color. Okay, I think I got most of the skeleton. Oh, god damn it! I need a fucking. I'll be right back. I need a paint Poppy a towel.
Oh no.
Okay, so the idea I kind of have for this thing is once all the metallics are fucking done, is because the way this was sent to me, I'm going to turn the thing in the center into an eye lens, because that would look the best on it.
I think that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I painted it silver. And then I'm not sure what color I want to paint the shield right here or the tusks. Oh wait, there's more metallic parts I gotta paint. Damn it! Oh wait, no, I'm just gonna...
Damn it.
That's gonna be painted a different color, never mind. Yeah, this part's gonna be painted metallic, and then the rest of them gonna paint it. I don't know what color. What colors do I have over here that I haven't tested yet? Not purple, because then that's the purple orc meme.
Are you gonna put the sombrero on the orc?
No, you do that for Necrons with Senor Scorpec.
You know what? I like that.
What, Senor Scorpec?
Yes, I have a weakness for alliteration.
I was actually gonna do that when I collected Necrons for a short bit. It was good to try and see, because I know someone made a 3D printed sombrero and also replacement weapons where it replaces the blades for a guitar.
I like that. It gives me Desperado vibes if you ever watch that film.
Got a whole year, stop being ungrateful. David, you know that's a lie.
Lying's a sin, David.
I wonder what's gonna come out for. Well, no, that's actually two big releases back to back. Because Horus Heresy 3.0 is probably gonna come out in July. So that means maybe next month is going to be Cafe. Whatever the fuck you pronounce it for Old World.
Cafe.
Cafe, yeah.
Completed 3 chapters of the game, so I'm gonna move on.
McCaffey.
McAfee antivirus. Or in this case, actual virus.
Yes.
I'm gonna go help defend Super Earth now.
Hell yeah. This is a Greg's been having fun with that.
I feel like they just did that because the game is kind of dying.
No, actually. No, it's actually been going pretty well.
No.
It has a very healthy amount of players.
As John Cena would say, are you sure about that?
Yes. It's...
Or Omni-Man, are you sure?
Yeah. The only game that I actually found it very interesting, because I think it might have gotten into y'all's X/Twitter feeds, is Battlefront.
Yeah, I heard
a
that's doing better. I mean, I
Yeah,
saw
like
you were
ever
streaming
since-
it earlier. Set aside Year of Chaos, it's time for my Space Marine Equal Attention cake.
I wasn't
That's
streaming
Space Wolves.
Battlefront earlier. I was streaming Starfighter and then Republic Commando.
The best
Hell
Star Wars
yeah.
game.
I hated Republic Commando a little bit because I had to play keyboard and mouse, and I was just like, I don't want to play keyboard and mouse. I want to play
Oh.
with my controller.
It's Space Marine
Yeah,
Codex
it's-
2.0. Chaos has been pretty nice to me. 7 Chaos armies ongoing.
Like, again, don't get me wrong. I really do love Republic Commando. I have it on like every
Then why didn't you
available
plug in a
version.
controller, you big baby?
I did, but it didn't work because when I actually looked at Steam, it says this game does not
Support.
does
yeah.
not support controllers, and I'm like, why?
That's
I will
kind of
say, it was-
lame.
I had to learn how to play on mouse and keyboard for Republic Commando, but I was just like, I really do wish I could play on controller. This is like, I don't want to like actually have to memorize a lot of tons of keybinds.
God damn it, Lucas Entertainment. Where's my Republic Commando 2? Huh?
Fun fact: there were actually 2 ideas for the Republic Commando series. There was Rebel Commando, and then there was Imperial Commando.
I just wanted Republic Commando 2, where it took place during
That's
episode
Hulu.
3. And now handing was painting guides.
Well, that's the thing though, is that Republic Commando ends on the Battle of Kashyyyk, which was literally right before the Republic became an empire. So the Republic Commando 2
Did it? Are you sure? Because I remember we encountered General Grievous like for the first time. Well, we did.
Yeah,
did
we had a free Remember, you had a free Tarful, the Wookiee leader, and then you encountered Grievous on Kashyyyk. and then but at the end of the mission, the one of your Republic commandos sacrifices himself, the hunter.
I thought
Sev,
that took place during like. No, that should like no. I don't think that. That wouldn't line up then with the timeline for episode 3. Because if Grievous
Well,
is
no,
on,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Grievous was on Kashyyyk because the Separatists took over Kashyyyk because, I mean, the Republic army wasn't there. You, as the Republic commandos, went to go free Tarful before the arrival of the clone army, so that as you freed the Wookiees on the way out, you could possibly like capture, if not take out, General Grievous. But then you can see right before you take out when you see General Grievous from the window, you see that he's talking to Count Dooku, which I'm assuming is when he left to go kidnap the Chancellor.
Yeah, so that means you're on Kashyyyk, but it wasn't at the end of episode 3. It was like the beginning.
It was kind of the beginning, but that was like when you encountered General Grievous, it was sort of like before, like I said, before the clone army arrives. But by the time you actually end that mission, because that mission is super long, and you end up seeing General Grievous towards like halfway into the mission. Because by the end of it, you receive orders from Yoda saying that the Battle of Kashyyyk was about to begin. So it was like, that was like right before... It would have been right before like the actual battle.
Was that before or after he quoted the war crimes he committed?
Black Legion, Thousand Suns, Death Guard, Emperor's Child, and then a small force of world leaders, Iron Warriors, or Post-Heresy. Don't know Star Wars Commandos lore. I haven't played it in ages, so I have an excuse. Shut up.
Republic Commando is so finicky with its lore because like the first mission takes place on Geonosis, and it takes place like in a mission to capture a Geonosian named Sunfac, and it even though it takes place during the first battle of Geonosis, because for some reason there's like a huge time skip, you're just there at the beginning and you complete your mission, blah blah.
You're just there, menacingly.
Menacingly, yeah.
Spider-Man 2029 music plays.
Yep.
It was a canon event. But yeah, so after that, I forgot the next, unless there's like just 3 missions and they're all just super fucking long. But I think there's 4. Because I know it's the Geonosis mission, and then there's like another one with a droid factory that you have to like
that
take
should be
down.
Geonosis. Wasn't there also one on Camino? I don't remember.
No, that was the very beginning when like you go through the whole like process of you learning to become a commando. But no, it was Geonosis, and then there's a whole other mission where like you had to take. Actually, no, I just remembered that mission takes place after the ship. The mission where you go investigate a ship that got attacked by like, I'm assuming, Trandoshans. And it was like kind of like a horror game because you were just going through all the
I remember that one. I remember that one.
That was so rage-inducing.
I know. And then you get the slug launcher, which is basically just a shotgun, like an actual shotgun.
Carry this, filthy Jedi.
Which, by the way, I love that in the actual canon lore, the reason why slug launchers and anything that shoots actual metal is banned is because when Jedi used to try to deflect those types of that type of ammunition, it would melt and continue to like travel at high speed and then penetrate through their skin and a little bit of their bone, and it's just melted metal that is quickly hardening inside of your body.
Well, that just seems like a skill issue on their part, and also rigging the game against them in their favor.
Again, the only people who usually use these weapons were Mandalorians.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, that's a skill issue on the Jedi's part, and rigging the game in their favor. What a bunch of bitches.
There's also like there's also that lore of like Form 4 where like both Jedi and Sith don't use it because the Jedi think it's unfair, and the Sith think it's cowardly to use Form 4.
What is Form 4? Gun?
No, the Form 4 is the one where you turn on and off your lightsaber. So like, let's say
Yeah.
your opponent is about to block one of your attacks. What you would do is that you would turn off your lightsaber and then turn it back on in a position where where like when it turns on, you just stab them.
Haven't we seen that done in the movies though?
No, we actually have never
The
seen them
TV
do
show,
it in the
I thought-
movies.
Wasn't it in the TV show? I don't remember. I saw it somewhere. I feel like.
It was in the Star Wars
Remember.
Visions.
Yep. Later, Aurelian. Thank you. Thank you for bringing it
Yeah,
up.
it was in the Star Wars Visions series where like different animators made their own little like Star Wars story where it had like a Jedi with like a katana lightsaber and then another one that was like it's so weird.
I mean, the one that had the umbrella lightsaber, that weird one.
That one, yeah, that one too.
That was the katana lightsaber. That was the umbrella one. It was fucking weird. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck
I mean,
is
like-
this? And then you had Trigger Star Wars.
Trigger Star Wars?
Yeah, the studio Trigger, they did the Star Wars one of the anime ones
Oh, yeah.
with the
You're
twins.
talking about where they had like that ensemble of like one shots.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So like, the
Battlefront
Republic
2
of
lives rent free in my
Mandalores-
head. Watch those wrist rockets.
watch those wrist rockets. But I love it that they brought that line back in EA or Dice's Battlefront 2. I'm gonna stop calling it EA's Battlefront 2 because let's be real, they're just the publisher. Dice is the one that did all the work.
Well, I mean, EA is the one that ran it into the ground, so I'm calling it EA's Battlefront.
Yeah, but it's honestly like been doing a lot better, and especially with this resurgence now that there's like a ton of new players and old players coming back to it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because they realize that because a lot of people are starting to realize that like it's not Dice's fault that they were forced to do the whole loot box thing at the beginning, and now that it's been gone and with all this content that like they released, it was like, you know what, this game's actually amazing. Like it's really good.
Except heroes are still incredibly overbalanced and overpowered.
Well, I mean they're supposed to be, unless they get surrounded by like 10 players, then it's just game over for the heroes because they can't block that many blasters.
I don't know. I've had some games where it was incredibly not fun.
It honestly depends, personally, on like the hero that you're facing. Because it's like if it's like Obi-Wan and you're the Separatist, yeah, it's gonna be super frustrating fighting Obi-Wan because Obi-Wan has that special star card that for every blaster bolt or lightsaber strike that he blocks, it reduces the amount of stamina it takes for him to block. So basically it goes from like, oh, every time he blocks is 10%. Eventually it just goes down for like 1% of stamina bar every time you block something. So you basically have to fire like over 100 plus shots just for his stamina
I
to
want
break.
you to fire every gun on that man.
Pretty much, yeah.
Smoke clears. Hello there. God
Yeah.
fucking damn it.
It's still there.
This is where the
That's
fun
what-
starts.
This is where the fun begins. Like again, and then I remember the day because I played that game actively. I remember when they released Anakin for the first time. He was so busted that I showed you guys my clip. I literally I think I sent it to y'all where I was playing as Anakin and I just run into a room with 20 players, press one button, and they all just die. Boom. Done.
Doesn't help that they were
Window.
younglings.
No, unfortunately, they were all
those younglings
droids.
all had lightsabers. It was self-defense.
It was self-defense. But yeah, so it was crazy. Like honestly, I feel like if it wasn't for the loot boxes, I feel like Star Wars Battlefront 2 would have had way
Or, you know,
more
taking
support.
over 300 hours just to unlock Darth Vader.
Yes.
I mean, you're not wrong. But luckily they fixed all of that.
Meanwhile, Nintendo, because we've opened Pandora's box for shits and giggles.
It's
real yeah.
bad, he bad.
But yeah, so right now the trend is going. It's been like happening, I think, all throughout the month of May, where aside from the resurgence of Battlefront 2 and EA and Dice's announcement to make one last update to the game, where they're gonna allow mod. They're gonna allow mods to be put into the game and crossplay.
I wonder if it's because, what is it? Space Marine 2, like the devs are going full send with mod support and stuff.
Yeah, mod support is. So
Is
they're
my
gonna,
guess, and they're like, EA saw that and probably like, we should probably do that for our old game.
yeah, because they were like, they saw it and they were like, you know what? Like Battlefront 2 is getting traction. Fortunately, on the plus side, I guess I should say, there is every tweet, X post, and whatever social media post out there that involves modern day Battlefront 2 clips and stuff, like people who are playing it now, has the hashtag Battlefront 3 like on it. And they're like, because of May is basically Star Wars month, everyone's just like, we need a new Star Wars Battlefront. Like, we need a new one.
No,
and
we don't.
they could, like,
it's got to be monetized to hell and back.
no, but obviously it's like they don't want really EA to do it. They rather have someone else do it. And I'm just like, I could see a Battlefront 3 happening if like
From who though is the question.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, who though? I remember seeing that question in my feed. Like, they gave like some options. One of them was the Helldivers devs, and I'm just
Okay,
like,
yeah,
bro,
Arrowhead, yeah, do that.
like the Helldivers devs doing a Star Wars Battlefront 3. That would be crazy cool.
And then have the ragdoll physics of Helldivers. Sign
I mean,
me
to be
the
fair,
fuck up.
Oh, to be fair though, the ragdoll physics in Battlefront 2 is super funny as well.
Helldivers is funnier though.
Yeah. But yeah, it was them. Obviously, one of the options was DICE. Again, these are developers, not publishers.
DICE again.
Yeah, they were like DICE, the Arrowhead, and then like
Because it went so well the first time.
Again, I'm gonna defend DICE. DICE is a really good developer for Battlefront. It just sucks.
Well,
that
it's DICE Montreal. I don't think it was DICE Montreal that worked on whichever one is the one in Europe. The one that worked on Battlefront 2. Because there's a stark difference between the studios. Because one was the one that worked on Battlefield, like Bad Company and all the great Battlefield games, and the other was the one that worked on Hardline and the bad Battlefield games.
Let me put it. With
Because there's a distinction you gotta make.
developer EA. Okay, yeah, I think it might have been. I think because I know you said it was DICE Montreal, but yeah, it says here EA DICE.
There should be a distinction because there's like I think there's like 3 different DICE studios, and the one in Europe is always the one that's done the Battlefield games. But I'm like the good Battlefield games, and unfortunately all the awesome devs are gone. So it's not the same, He-Man.
The one that's the Battlefield franchise is primarily developed by EA DICE, Electronic Arts DICE.
That doesn't help.
Digital Illusions Creative Entertainment, a Swedish studio. Okay, so it's the Swedish one. It's the
The
Swedish
Swedish studio.
one. Okay.
It's
So
the Swedish studio.
Oh, the Swedish, yeah, it's the Swedish studio that did Battlefront. Yeah, it says here Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, like I said though, all the people that made awesome games left a long time ago.
Yeah, they made Battlefield, Mirror's Edge, and Star Wars Battlefront. Again, to me, I still defend
Mirror's Edge, that's a name I haven't heard in fucking ages.
Yeah.
Do you remember the sequel? Neither do I.
Sequel? What sequel? It's just like how we never got a Pacific Rim 2 sequel. Damn shame.
Damn
But,
shame.
But yeah, so it was the same developers that made Battlefront 2, so the Swedish Dice Studio, Arrowhead, and what were the other two? They mentioned the developers of like two different games, but I forgot what they were. Oh, I think one of them was Asper, and I'm like, Asper? Why the fuck would we want Asper?
Who?
Asper are the developer slash studio that's been like getting all the old IP Star Wars games and like re-releasing them with like all the content and stuff that the original games didn't have. And
I
was
mean, you
just
know
like,
what I really, really want? I want a Battlefront game, but 40K.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
That'd
What
be
I
the
would want.
coolest game ever.
Wasn't it one of you guys that told me that they like recently dug up the 99% finished version of Battlefront 3 again?
Yeah, they did.
Not me.
Well, no, I didn't say it, but like I think I talked about it briefly, and they found it, and what they did was they restored all the code and like everything, made it work, and it was a pretty decent game.
Yeah, so in my head, I'm just like, I know it's gonna be a little controversial as well because like people want a good dev to get that code, but I wouldn't mind Asper to get the code for
Ooh,
Battlefront.
who are they?
I just stated they're the guys who've been like re-releasing all the old Star Wars games, like Knights of the Old Republic, Battlefront 2, the Classic Collection, stuff like
What
that.
other games have they made?
Let me look them up.
The most important question, just because they've been remastering shit and re-releasing it doesn't answer the question.
Asper.
There's the robot, Simmons.
There you go, games. Again, they're very. I feel like they're recently like a new one. Well, let me go ahead and like go through it. So they're the ones who brought out Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered, Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered. Yeah, no, these guys just remaster the old games. That's all they do.
So that's
Yeah, so that
familiar
means-
territory for them.
Yeah, or
Yeah, like they basically just take the old games, make them better, find the old codes of the games, introduce all the content that weren't in the games beforehand, and then re-release the game with all the content and updated like UI and stuff. They basically just remaster the games or just re-release the stuff. I just noticed that they released Star Wars: The Force Unleashed for the Switch. Apparently, they also worked on the Civilization 6 game as well for DLCs.
I don't like the DLCs, but they were necessary to complete the game, so
kind of
that's
lame.
that's a mixed bag for me, Broham.
Oh, Emil, how you
Okay.
doing?
Okay,
What's up,
here's...
Emil?
Oh, hold on. Okay. I just found a filter, and I'm about to click on Windows. So the games that they worked on Windows at least is Fahrenheit, Indigo Prophecy Remastered, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic: The Sith Lords, Layers of Fear Masterpiece Edition, Observer, Inner Space, Next Up Hero, Thorn, Layers of Fear, Inheritance.
Got $500 on hobby stuff. What'd you buy?
Knights of the Republic.
And why is that
content,
price suspiciously like the Horus Heresy 3.0 box price?
and Soul Reaver 1 2. So I didn't know that Asper was the guys who made Layers of Fear. That's actually crazy. Oh, Asper also made. Oh, okay. So they did work on Civil. They actually were the one of them that. Okay, so yeah, they've worked on Civilization 6. Okay.
Okay, let's see
I
now.
didn't like Civilization 6. It was almost a good game.
Almost a good. Or
Yes,
they missed
that's the
Almost
frustrating
keyword
part.
almost.
Yeah, Alright, so on PlayStation, what did they make? They also
Ooh.
re-released the games of the Jedi Knights Jedi Academy series.
Here's the back, Eversword Assassin and Grey Fax. Nice.
Public Commando.
I have a cool idea. So make the center eye, well, the center eye a lens, but also have these ones right here be other lenses too. That'd be cool. Have them glowing too.
I can take
Now
that.
I'm running into the issue of what color do I want to paint this part.
Asper
I thought
apparently
about
has
maybe
also-
doing checker marks on them, but if I'm gonna do that glowing thing, it might not look too good. Hazard
Apparently
stripes,
on the-
maybe?
Probably.
I don't think it would look good on this. Or chevrons, that way they meet in the center, because then that'd make it so much easier to paint.
Oh my god.
True, true.
The main headquarters of this company is actually in my state.
Okay.
Is that a good thing?
Not where it's at, though.
Austin.
Austin.
Mm-mm.
I like how we knew that immediately. Oh, I wonder where it's at. Oh, it's in my state. Oh, it's in that city. You mean Austin?
Mm-hmm. Put the game first no matter what. Okay. Here's what we believe in. Our values from Asper. Put the game first no matter what. We make decisions based on the overall experience, not the bottom line. Embrace challenge. We see the impossible as an opportunity to create what's never been done before.
Or we'll
Boring.
fight the power.
Pretty much. One up everything. We go beyond expectations and over deliver because we want to make the games that we want to play. Is that why you had to? Jesus. Is that why you're re-releasing old games? To be fair though, they are re-releasing good games with all the cut content, so I'll give them that much.
That just means they can't fail.
Be thorough, not fast. Shortcuts don't take you very far. We aim to build high standards from the ground up. Take the time to get it just right. If we do that, we'll always be just fine. The Classic Collection says otherwise, my friends. That launched with only 3 servers for multiplayer, and you guys fucked up royally there.
Amazing. Well, it is game time
It's-
with the boys and Mrs. Zigbird, so I will have to bid you all adieu.
Okay, later. Probably be done in 30 minutes too, since I don't think I can work on chevrons for the rest of the night.
We'll miss you for the next 30 minutes, Ickford.
Thank you for having me as always. Thank you everyone for the wonderful donations to Handy. It's great. I love it seeing my friends succeed.
Yes.
God bless
Yay.
everyone. See you Friday.
Yep.
See you.
Friday's Members Miniatures Day too.
Alright, so the value thing isn't done yet, so let's see. Let inspiration guide innovation. There are no out-of-the-box solutions where you're thinking outside of the box. If it doesn't get you pumped up, it'll always land flat. Have each other's backs. Of all things, we've built our team is easily what we're most proud of. We're all together in this. This is a by the way, this is a development company that only has at minimum 75 employees. Which is not a lot if you think about it. Play the long game. We emphasize long-term success over short-term gains. Build relationships. For a bunch of gamers, we're surprisingly people. We build trust through respect, hard work, and passion. Leave a brand stronger than it was before. Our partners trust us with their brands. We aim to reward that trust. So, I'm just assuming that this is like most of their work is just them asking permission to get like old games that are already fantastic and then just making them better
Say
and
that
then
again.
releasing them. Fantastic. But yeah.
Oh, I can't wait
Which-
for all the shitty memes to come out of the new one.
No. Oh man, I still can't get over the fact that the actor for Bucky actually went on a trailer and said "armed and dangerous" again. So he said it so flat that I was just like, "Come on, man,
For
some
what?
oomph
Wait,
into
for
that."
what?
Thunderbolts.
Oh.
he made like kind of like a trailer slash announcement thing where he just stood and he's like, I think it was like a little small like talk about the Marvel and Thunderbolts, or the Marvel Rivals Thunderbolts crossover, where he's just like, coming soon to Marvel Rivals is going to be Bucky's new Thunderbolt skin. Don't forget to check out our check out Bucky in the new Thunderbolts. And you are to be sure that he will be armed and dangerous again and again and again. And I'm just like, come on, man. I bet the people who made him do that commercial gave him the script, and I'm just like, that's a terrible script.
Probably.
And plus, your performance, like, bro, you could have said it with like enthusiasm, bro. Your character in Marvel Rivals,
He's not getting
Bucky
paid
says
enough.
it was such.
He's not
He
getting
doesn't
paid
get paid
enough.
enough.
He's not getting paid enough for
Oh.
that.
Did you hear what happened to the actor for Hawkeye?
No.
He rejected a season 2 of his own TV show.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Because-
That's because he got injured. He almost died.
Well, aside from that, they also were gonna like pay him only half of what he got paid for the first season.
Yeah.
And I was just like, but isn't the show called Hawkeye? And isn't he supposed to be the star? And it's like,
No.
oh yeah, but
he's not the star. It's the female lead that's the star. They're replacing him.
I know. And then that's the whole reason why he wasn't gonna do the second season, because it's like, he understands that he's supposed to pass the torch to the apprentice of Hawkeye, but in his head he's just like, I'm gonna be
passing
in
the
this
torch.
season. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be in this movie just as much as like I was in the last season, but I'm only getting half the pay, so no.
Get fucked, Disney.
It's almost as
Zenless
if-
Zone
yeah.
0000000, David. What, you're finally playing Zenless Zone 0? Damn,
Gross.
dude, I didn't see you for that kind of person.
I tend to avoid games like that now because, dude, I used to play Azure Lane like fucking years ago, and I recently got on Twitter a ad for that game, and I was like, I am so happy I left that game. That game is literally just, desperation bait, bro. Like anyone who's desperate for like seeing a girl is just that's attracting, bro.
But ship waifus.
No.
Ship
I
waifus.
actually, not gonna lie, I actually played that game a lot because I just wanted to make a really good German fleet. I completely did not give. I completely did not give
Is
a
there something you
crap
want to tell
about-
us, Rev?
What? What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with me wanting making a full German fleet, just like how I liked driving the German tanks in World of Tanks and World of Thunder.
Something you're not telling us, Rev.
Panzervo!
You just reminded me of the. Yeah, I hate Girl and Panzer. I hate that anime so much.
Girls with Panzer. What are you
Why
talking
do you hate
about,
that anime
bro?
so much?
The Panther tank's the best one, especially when he uses its
Fucking
nitro.
hate that anime. Like someone who likes tanks, fuck that anime. I hate that anime so much.
I love tanks and I love that anime. I love how goofy it is.
No, fuck that anime. I hate it.
The two sides of the same coin, guys. My money. Where's my money?
You'll
Supposed
get
to
your
get
money
paid.
when you fix this goddamn door.
Good old Bully McGuire.
What be the anime, duty handy? It made me. I don't like the anime because it's stupid. Yeah, these tank shells that were firing tons of grains behind them totally isn't gonna pen the tank, and we're not putting like more stress on the engine by giving it more armor. Blah blah blah.
But handy, they have nitro boost.
That stupid tank drifting shit too. I hated that. It was dumb. And they know it was dumb. And choosing to be historically accurate when it fits the plot.
I think my favorite episode was the one where they actually did use the mouse, and they just couldn't pen it at all. And I'm just like, yeah, the mouse is supposed to be a moving bunker, not supposed to be penned easily.
Screw that anime. I hate that anime.
Love that anime. Again, the only reason why I like it so much is not just to be like, I honestly, I feel like a lot of people like that anime, like who play World of Tanks or War Thunder, but I just like it because it's just goofy. I just like how dumb it is. It's like my friend who likes the Sharknado movies because they're so bad, they're funny.
Autism, your autism just hates it. Yes. Same like how Evil West. I love the game. I hate how the trains are in that game.
By the way, I gave my characters in this Into the Dead game PTSD.
Speaking of game, when are we playing D&D again? Autumn is loving.
Now you reminded me I actually do need a plan next week.
Wait, you had a plan?
I usually don't.
Didn't like Azure Lanes because she doesn't own an air fryer.
Wait, what happened?
You saying you didn't like it? You didn't like Azure Lane? That's like sounds like someone who doesn't own an air fryer.
What does an air fryer have to do with Azure Lane?
I don't know.
See, this is the part where like I'm just staring at whoever said that, just like, are you okay, sir? Who hurt you?
The world hurt him.
What do you say?
Why are you like men? Stop lying.
But yeah, my friend was my friend, the one that got me into Azure Lane, was like trying to get me so into it so bad that he actually bought me quote unquote skins in the Azure Lane game. Like he would send me money, just be like, here, and I'm just like, why? He's just like, no reason. I know that you enjoy the games, and I kind of want you to just keep playing. And I'm like,
did he use your referral code?
Yeah.
Did you use his referral code? That's why.
Well, oh no, his referral code, no, he used mine. He legit just wanted
how
me
has
to
there ever
play.
been a metal replacement tracks or GW tanks? Because the treads don't roll. That's why.
I think the most annoying
Opinions on the
to-
Votan. The Votan are neat. Too bad our Votan guy isn't here right now, and he would not shut up for an hour.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, just for reference to other people, I was never really a person to dedicate myself to gotcha games like that, but because my friend spent the money on it, I did decide to play it as long as I did.
Moral obligation.
Pretty much. Like he took the time to actually spend the money and have me like
How much money?
give me all those skins.
How much money we talking?
A good amount. I think it was like, I forgot how expensive those skins were. He gave me the Live 2D skins too.
Ah, yes, those are expensive. I'd imagine those
Very
are.
expensive.
I know how much goes into a live 2D model.
Now, the downside of the live 2D stuff is that, aside from being expensive, they're very suggestive.
I mean, that's the
in
point.
outfits.
They want them to sell.
Yeah, so I told my friend straight up, like, and he even said, you can also play this game on your PC, and I'm just like, no. Or, well, not PC, my laptop.
In
I'm like,
4K.
nope. In 4K, and I'm just like, nope. This is not a game I would play. I would actively play in public.
Howard,
So, yeah, no. I would play Dokkan I'll play Dokkan Battle on full blast. In public.
Howard.
I'll play Legends and Galaxy of Heroes in public. I would never play Azure Lane in public. The images in those games are just too much.
Ah. Chael by Duckies. Hello, Isidore. How you doing? Welcome back. How you been? Ah.
I still remember the old ads that they used to play for that game, where it made it look like it was a dating sim, but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious. I'm just like, all the people who are gonna want to play this game who thought this was a dating sim are gonna be extremely disappointed.
Well, I mean, it's an elaborate dating sim. Ah.
Oh yes, you must fight the enemy fleets so that you may gain affinity with your ship waifus. Such a great game.
I heard one year they let you give a ring to your favorite one.
Oh yeah, you can legitimately, quote unquote, I think it's called vowing or something. But basically, you can marry your ship waifus, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. But it's like, but you need to boost their power, right? Their power level. It's like, yeah.
Sound like a coward.
I honestly didn't want to do it, but I was like, to boost their power, I had to, and I'm just like, I hate this. And then that's how you unlock their wedding skins, and I'm just like, why?
Coward.
What? You say
This guy's
coward,
afraid
and
of
yet I still-
commitment.
I'm not afraid of commitment. I just don't want to commit to something that doesn't exist.
David. By Allah, the 72 ship waifus are promised to the player.
Bro, I hate. And then the worst part of it too is that the game, like, if you don't play the game after a while, they make you feel horrible by, like, when you do come back to play the game, it's like, oh, by the way, your ship waifus left you this this letter of, like, welcome back, like, how much they miss you while you were gone. And I'm like, bro, why do people do this? Like, what kind of messed up individual makes people do this?
I mean, you were playing the game.
I know, but only through obligation.
Your obligation, sure.
I wouldn't have played the game if my friend didn't spend that money on me. Honestly, I would have dropped it in the first week too. But no, my friend had to buy me live 2D skins and stuff just to keep me playing.
It kept you playing
think
though,
I-
right?
For like about a year and a half, maybe 2, yeah.
Kept you playing. I feel great seeing the letter.
Funny enough, the entire time I was playing that game was mostly during my time in Austin.
Yeah.
Then as soon as I left Austin, I just stopped playing that game.
If you were to log in right now, you would have so many things in the mailbox. Come back
Christ.
rewards.
Yeah. Thanks for coming back oh shit. Thanks for coming back, Commander, for seeing us again. Blah blah blah.
I think you should log back in.
No, I refuse.
I think you should log back in. Balls sent through my Alpha Legion. Is your friend still playing? Cam wants to know.
Yeah. Oh, dude, my friend 100% still plays that game. My friend is 100% dedicated to his ship waifus. I, on the other hand, do not really care.
Coward!
Stop calling me a coward. I just
Coward.
don't want to play ship waifu game.
And play Wuthering Waves. It's
No.
Genshin, but better.
No.
It's Genshin, but better.
I never even played Genshin.
It's Breath of the Wild, but with hot women. Well, more than one hot woman.
Nah, I'm good.
You don't want to play? Why not?
I don't have a reason to play those games.
Yes, you do.
Like,
You can play co-op and farm materials together. So I totally can't invade your world to steal your materials too.
you can do that? Oh,
Yes.
no. No, I'm not playing that game. Never mind.
That only depends on
You
what
just convinced
character
me.
you have.
I don't care. I used to play games like that on Facebook all the time. I hated that.
Okay, and
There
how
used
you
to be a-
doing?
There used to be a game on Facebook called something called Empires and Allies. I fucking hated that game. Because you could like the worst part of it is my best friend's like mom was super good at that game for no fucking reason. Like by the time I logged back in, like I would be able to play that game sometimes like days at a time. So the worst part is that sometimes I would come back, log in like after like a couple of days, and it's like my best friend's mom is just like, oh, by the way, like I log in to see my empire, which I was barely building. Guess what? It's been taken over. I have like no land because it takes over like most of your land and shit, and I'm just like, guess what? You have like no more land. Congratulations, you lost it all to your mom's best friend, or your mom's best friend, your best friend's mom,
You bitch.
pretty much.
Mhm.
Like you would think they would be good at games like Farmville and shit on fucking Facebook. No, she decided to play a game that lets you take
Go
over
Scorched
your.
Earth. Very excited with Space Wolves.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. I just want to get the Wolf Priest. He looks neat. Space Wolves Codex is going to be better than the Darkness Codex. That's not a very high bar to set, Cam. That is a very low bar. Friends just played Pokemon Go all day and was higher level than all my friends in college. Ooh, season. Yeah. Well, welcome, Ken. What army do you play under paint? Yes is a valid answer. Right now, I am just freehanding some chevrons.
Sucks.
The biggest Pokemon Go players in the US. Means Space Wolves are better. Does the Wolf Priest model prove me wrong? I mean, maybe. All over for events and stuff. Always has been. I hate painting chevrons.
Time for me to continue scavenging. Oh, it's dark. That's great.
What you playing? Where it's dark.
Into the dark. Into the dead. Our darkest days.
Word bearers, Eldar at the
Zo-
moment. Hopefully, Space Wolves are my first army of kids, so it's going to be great getting back to them. Yeah. Where is Bjorn? He is in a Ziploc baggie. He will get painted eventually.
I am currently, for those who don't know what this game is, Into the Dead is basically a survival 2.5D game. It is a zombie survival game based off of like Texas, and I think it's awesome.
I'm gonna say it ain't based off of Texas because we all know if a zombie apocalypse really happened, Texas would be fine, except for maybe Austin. 13 companies team going heavy on the blood claws. These are wild things, yeah. How much is it, Rev?
What's up?
How much is
the
that
game?
game?
I think it was like $10.
Not bad.
I think it's $10. I can double check here in a second.
Same reason why it's time for my bi-monthly I hate Jurassic World rant, because ain't no way in hell that is gonna happen, because you're telling me some redneck somewhere in the world wouldn't want to have a dinosaur mounted above their mantelpiece, and also that the world governments wouldn't be doing sponsored hunting trips because all of the save the environment hippies would be going crazy because you introduced a new species that then fucks up the entire ecosystem.
So I was wrong. The game is $25.
You
But
lied, Rev.
it is a game. Huh? What's up?
You lied.
I thought it was $10, unless it was on sale when it like released.
Probably was on sale.
Yeah, it was released last month, and I got it for $10.
Which art piece you working on, Handy? This is a little collaboration thing with Shagrot's side quests. He is another YouTuber who lied. Yeah, Rev is a liar, a great big liar.
I don't like the sound of that.
On what?
There's a
The sound of
very
silence.
strong sound. No, it's not silence. It's like a very
Hello,
strong
darkness, my old friend.
heartbeat. Oh, that's a lot of blood. I don't like that. Usually that heartbeat means that whatever's on the other side of that door is going to give my character extreme PTSD.
Or extreme diarrhea. Can you widen this a bit more? Looks like I thinned it down a bit too much. New Grey Hunters Model 3 and say I hate some Grey Hunters useless. What are Grey Hunters? Are those Space Wolves? I don't know what Grey Hunters are. I don't know what that is. Grey Hunters are fine, they're just not my faves. What are they? Are they Eldar? Are they Space Wolves? I don't know. The Intercessors, they use bolters and pistol. Oh, they're the Space Wolves unit. Big iron on the hip.
Station has a lot of stuff.
Has a lot of stuff, and you should steal all that stuff.
I am looting this place. I was about to open a door without checking.
Sounds like a skill issue on your part.
It's a good thing I opened it before I checked. I opened it before or I checked before I opened it.
It's a good thing I opened it before I opened it.
Yep.
It's essentially what you just said with your word salad.
Yes, word salad. I love it. bottled water. I'm taking these. This, don't need this. Don't need that. I need more materials.
Not enough minerals. You require more Vespian gas.
Usually I wouldn't be fighting zombies barehanded, since if I get swarmed, that's a problem. But
That's why you need the power of Smith and Wesson.
in this game, the bullets are extremely rare. Like, you would either have to craft them, or go at them with melee weapons, and I am currently trying to do my best to go at them with melee weapons. One sec.
Use as old models.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh boy, now I gotta walk across the roof of this building. Nope, you're not screaming. All you need is more of these zombies.
Definitely have to fix that. Bard went to bed. No, he went to go play video games with his Wayman.
Wham. Me. Oh, I have an idea actually. I can pull this off.
No. You know how Blood Claws come in 20-man squads, and all their gripe is the unit is lack of a power fist. A lot of the new units be lacking. Yeah, Ron's almost there.
All water, snacks, don't need none of that. Need materials.
So you received 4 pounds of epoxy sculpt putty, 20-watt UV lamp, 2 kilograms of UV resin on the way. Oh boy. Well, where's Ickbard? He's, like I said, he's
Playing
video games with his Wayman.
A lot of zombies. Is they're walking around. No.
If you would like to file a complaint, you could take it up with his Wayman.
Get off me.
Almost there. Looking good. I'm probably have to fix that one a little bit. Although it doesn't have to be perfect again, because this is Orks. I've got to get into that mindset when I'm freehanding this shit. It doesn't have to look perfect because it's Orks.
Yes.
Going to be a lot of green stuff world, silicon mold, sci-fi terrain pieces all day. How was it? Okay, I can go till 10:30, so I'm gonna do
I am
the
the
rest
so
of
fucking
this.
dead. Yeah.
Are you now?
Yep,
Maybe. Yeah.
Damn it.
He'll issue. Ah.
I didn't
There's
have
the
a
wall.
weapon
I was
to
wondering where
use.
that was. We only had one wall this stream. Don't forget to stream
One wall.
tomorrow and the day after. I never agreed to those terms and conditions, David. Music paused itself.
Stop.
Good night, Wah. Later, Cam. Thanks for hanging out. It reveals dreams. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be up that early tomorrow, if I'm gonna be honest. Here's the good thing though. When I move, I'll be on the East Coast time zone. Then I will be awake for streams there at that time.
This time I'm more prepared.
My neighbor, oh boy. I ain't moving to fucking New York. What the hell are you talking about?
Why not, Handy? New York ain't that bad.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, it is. It's horrible.
What are you talking about? I'm just like playing the "you shut the fuck up, you shut the fuck up" they usually say.
Man, I love using my Klinsky sable brushes for stuff like this.
The only downside to this map that I'm currently rating is the sheer fact that I will eventually have to
Learn to get good.
no, I would eventually have to open the door where all the PTSD is. Which means one of my characters is just going to be suffering from nightmares for a while.
Nightmare, 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 nightmare.
Pretty much. And God, and there's no way to like avoid it, which sucks because it's like it's like a guaranteed thing to happen. Like for example, in the police station when I went to go
So, what you're saying is that it's a canon event.
pretty much.
And these cane movies. I don't have a cane, you fucker.
Because like I think in the police station in this game there's like a story behind what happened in there, and I don't want to know what happened. Because
Yes, you do.
all I saw in the basement was a bunch of people that were tied up like they do in the dungeon, like in dungeons where they handcuff. Oh yeah, they were handcuffed to like a ceiling pipe, and it was just very gruesome. And in my head,
Know
I'm just
how to
like,
fix
"That's
New York.
kind of fucked."
No one will let me work in peace. Okay, Joker.
I mean, say is just one, just one well-placed, drone strike is all we need.
Okay, Junkler.
I'm just saying, no one's gonna miss.
In his mind, I'll go up
New
the stairs.
No one's gonna miss New York. No one's gonna really care.
Juggernaut.
There's no rules against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it, Batman. Does this zombie turn around? Is now my question. Please turn around. Please turn around. Please turn around. Turn. Yes, no, maybe so.
No, it doesn't want to turn.
Nope. So you're just gonna
Access to
stay
the trains. Warehouses. The fuck, David? It's terrible.
there. So many zombies in there, and I don't want to trigger any of them. So,
You don't want to trigger them? Do they have blue hair?
nope. This is set in the 1980s, so that's not possible.
Well, I mean,
Now
second
that
wave
you've
feminists.
God damn it, now that you mentioned it, I just realized that the characters that I'm playing as is a couple, and one of them was an activist, and the other one is like was a Bronco rider.
Well, you said
And
takes
guess what
place in the 80s. That would be the second wave feminists.
Aren't they the ones that just? Well, oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
There's
No,
three
never mind.
waves of feminism. The first one that ever was the actual one that helped a lot, and then there was the second one, which I think was the bra burning one, which is the not as crazy one, and then there's third wave, which is the crazy ones that everyone associates with feminism.
Yes, the Fema Yahtzees, the ones that like to play that board game. Yahtzee.
Yes.
I like that board game. I can't say the other word because Handy's streaming on YouTube, so I have to use that board game as a replacement word. Just like how you can't say the other word that is the title of a video game that we cannot talk about because you would also get demonetized.
Sewer Slide Squad.
Not gonna lie, the way you slurred that, it kind of almost sounded like you said the name of the game.
I still find it hilarious how that game failed literally a month in.
I mean, it was literally handled by one of the most notorious
Baby.
and horrible. Yeah. Fun fact, and I found this out recently. Sweet Baby tried to cover its own tracks by saying that they had nothing to do with the game's writing, even though like 4 of the script writers were from Sweet Baby. They were like the lead writers.
You can't hide from me.
Cannot hide from the truth, or the
I
truth
see what
shall
you
become-
are.
I see through the lies of the Jedi.
I see through the lies of the Jedi.
Well, in this case, they're not Jedi.
No. Look, we know they're not very smart.
I feel like they're more like Gungans than anything.
I mean, Gungans are actually competent. It's just Jar Jar.
Yeah, they're all descendants of Jar Jar. That, and I feel like that.
You saw how Fortnite put Darth Jar Jar in the game too, right?
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
I will give them credit for that. That's it.
Yep.
Darth Jar Jar is now canon. Did you have a video today talking about expose exposing Sweet Baby? Canadian government psyop. Interesting. Just like birds, they aren't real. Well, government psyop.
Yep. Oh, I don't have balls. Fuck.
You ever see a baby pigeon? I haven't. Therefore, they're not real like Canada.
I know a certain person that would disagree with you with the whole Canada being real.
I said they're not real like Canada.
Oh. Hello.
Birds aren't real. They're like Canada, they're not real. Considering they're the newest version of a bunch of different birds, probably in government.
Kill it.
Have to fix that. That looks good. And never mind. He famously was on payroll for DARPA to weaponize gamification of the media. Ah, yes, DARPA.
Question mark.
Looking pretty good. It's even for the most part, except for right here. I gotta straighten it out a little bit more. Ooh,
Oh,
shit, that's gotten a bit too thin. That's not good.
Yeah, we can crack the zombie here. I love how there's like a lot of cool like little weapons that you can use in this game, like scissors. But they're like they're like single use weapons.
Can you use a pencil? A fucking pencil?
No, unfortunately not. I wish I could. Then I could do that meme. I took out the zombie with the fucking hits. Move the chair so I have free space to open this up. This place has a lot of resources, and I want to leave with a good chunk of these resources.
Then do that. Leave with those resources.
I have to make my way through this entire building again.
Making my way downtown.
Yeah, like when the game first starts, like the buildings aren't very big. It's not until like a little bit later where like the layout of buildings get fucking huge. You
Hey, Warhammer plant.
question is there a way up?
I'm not a
there?
Warhammer plant by Sweet Baby Inc.
God, imagine if Sweet Baby got their hands on Warhammer. That'd be a fucking terrible day.
I think their heads would explode before they even got a hold of it.
By the way, did you hear the backlash for fucking Doom Eternal?
What? Isn't it just
Apparently
about how the game doesn't fucking work a lot of the time?
No. There's actual like now articles about how the main character Doom guy is overly masculine.
Oh, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, like it's like what are these articles, bro? Like, oh, Doom guy is too masculine of a character. He needs to be toned down. I'm like, what? What? Excuse you. Talking about a fucking gaming icon, my guy.
I think someone needs to play the journalist difficulty.
Oh, I just realized where I'm at. I'm at the PTSD door that I have yet to open. I'm gonna go back through the front entrance.
Do it, don't be a bitch. Open the door. Open the door.
I will open that door when I have no other options left.
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
Life has many doors, everybody. I can't believe Sean Jamal did the voice for fucking Rolf before he was replaced by somebody else. I think I'll just leave now and then grab more stuff later. The next trip might actually be me going through that PTSD door.
The next trip might be your last, okay.
I mean, the trip to this place. And it might be the one that gets me to the PTSD door, because Jesus Christ.
That's the
She's
fun
so-
door.
I don't want to go through the front door. It's scary. Amber Alert went off.
Not that scary, you're just a coward.
I'm not a coward.
I have my quit with wife. There you go, I did it.
Yay! You made my day, Handy.
You're welcome.
These guys are still recovering from grief. Alright, let's go. Make you recover from grief for a little further. Go down the stairs, you fat bitch.
Recovering from grief, I can fix that rack shotgun.
Some alcohol. Funny enough, some of the characters in this game actually do recover from grief by drinking alcohol.
I mean, that's how some people cope in real life too. It's horrible, but that's how it happens.
This museum has a distillery for some reason. I don't know why they have a distillery.
Gotta have alcohol, that's why.
Place has so much food, medical and stuff. Okay, I'll be back there. Oh, the Fitzgerald House. Pride of Walton's most beloved architect is now just another empty house. One bed, water collector, and a garden. Okay. Should I go clear out this place for a base, Handy, or should I go for another run at the big
Clear it out for a
location?
base if it has a lot of supplies.
Okay. That means I'm going in armed. Hopefully I won't need too much to go in there with. Because apparently the big location still has a ton of supplies I can still grab, but this gets me closer to a possible quote-unquote exit strategy to leave the city.
I mean, there's the
So
easy
that's-
exit strategy.
No, that's the coward's way out. We don't do that. Okay, so this zombie turns around.
Yeah, look. That looks good now. I think it looks good. Maybe right here actually can be. More straightened right there.
I love how the skizzers are a one, like just a single use weapon.
Oh, excuse me. Ow, my arm. Ow. My arm. It hurts. It hurts a little bit.
That zombie looking my direction? Yes, it is. We'll turn around. Probably not. I have to reveal myself, aren't I?
That zombie was looking in your direction, so you could say he was looking in one direction. Good boy.
I got the joke, but I was too focused on like the zombie that was banging on the door. I was just like, all right, as soon as he walks through, I'm gonna make sure there's not more than one. Because if there's more than one, I'm gonna have to use more than one bullet.
What are you talking about? There's always more than one zombie.
Frankly speaking, yes. Silently sneak upstairs. Oh my god, the last time that I played this, when I went to the police station where, besides giving PTSD to my characters, I had to chase around a fucking character all over the police station because she was like, I forgot what exactly she was doing. I think she was like part of the network, which are like a group of survivors that are like looking for other survivors and shit. And it was super annoying because there was like a bunch of locked doors and shit that I had to go around and unlock just to keep chasing after her.
Can't you just do the good old shotgun method? Blow out the hinges?
I do not have a shotgun right now. I've only found a pistol. If I find a broken shotgun, I can fix it. I leveled up my weapons workbench to do that. All threats cleared. You're now able to move in.
Neat.
I think I automatically also get all the resources that are in this place since we're moving into the place. I found a skillet.
Is it mixed skillet?
Maybe. But I'm gonna take this frying pan just to beat some zombies over the head with it.
It could also be a drying pan.
That too. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Ah, 4Kids TV with their stupid dubs.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, you will be fine. This guy needs to recover some morale. And now we move.
Ugh. More black paint is needed.
So I guess they did look at some of the feedback of some of the characters in this game. Or not the characters, some of the players in this game. Because they added like a bunch of stuff in the game that like the players wanted some changes for. I'm kind of happy that they'd listen to the audience.
Unlike Marvel Rivals, who listen to the audience a bit too much.
What do you mean?
All the support players bitching and whining. David's such a pain in me. I can't be a heel bot in the back.
I mean, Handy, you kind of need to give him some slack. You know what I mean?
No, they deserve all the hate.
All of my hate. I was so confused for the longest time. I was like, where's the recreational area? And it's like, oh, it's over here. There you go. What can we do at the med station? That's level 3. I can make splints, bandages, medicine, and healing kits. Okay. What do we need healing kits, do we? Oh, we have a lot of those.
No, you need more. You need more healing.
I don't need
You need to
more healing.
roleplay as Genji from Overwatch. I need healing.
I need healing. Coffee, plant some seeds. Can do that, okay. Moving on. Oh yeah, I need someone to go fix the barrier. Imagine not fixing the barrier. Could it be me?
I know, imagine. Dragging these nuts across your face.
Why must you do this to me, sir?
That was so easy. And it does a lot of damage. I think that looks good.
Why do they keep stabbing me in the back? Because it's easy.
Because it's easy. And it does a lot of damage.
Mitchum Howell Plaza. Funny thing is, I love how some of these places of like that you can get resources from are like based off of actual places in real life.
Murdered him. Yes, I did.
Told
I
you
see-
stop, guys,
I
but he
see.
didn't stop. He kept going. He pinned me down
see.
with that one.
Okay, yeah, this has to be moved up a little bit.
Guys, help. He won't let me go. He has me by the scruff. Come here, zombies. Ow. Fuck. Damn it, I lost a lot of health, but so I have to be careful from here on out.
Look at this. Let's see how it looks.
So one of the things I will say that I don't like about this game is having somewhat of a healing system while scavenging, because I feel like you could be able to heal yourself while scavenging.
Okay, these that I have to do.
Christ, dude.
Zoom out again. Zoom out right there. Yeah, that's better. That's the how it should be. I can angle this one out a bit more.
Nope, I'm out. I'm out.
Fuck
I have
this
no
shit, I'm out.
I have no health. I have no health. I beat. At least I killed more of those deadheads. Do you think that every time when there's like a zombie apocalypse type of like scenario in these games, it's always in a universe where like the concept of a zombie apocalypse just simply does not exist?
Probably.
Like just don't know what a zombie is. Like, George A. Romero never made the first zombie movies and stuff like that.
Probably. Ooh, that looks better. That looks so much better.
I know, I always found that interesting. It's like, these guys don't know what the concept of what a zombie movie is. Like, that would be the only way they wouldn't survive an apocalypse.
Ah, fuck.
Lots of water.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. How many zombies are in that location now? Okay, so only a third of the original amount, so it should be good enough to go back and finish off the rest.
Move that white line over a bit more.
Not gonna lie, I really wish this game gave me like an exact number of how many zombies are in this building, but that I think that would be too that'd be too easy to like keep count. Be like, oh, there's 30 zombies in here. Guess I'm taking a pistol with some ammo and maybe a melee weapon. Because if there's like 10 in one room, I will just use the pistol.
Meanwhile, Zombud, you're on your own, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
How many are there? I don't know.
I have so many games on my wish list now that it's just taking up a lot of like
Space.
space, yeah. Like wish list wise. That is so violent for a frying pan.
Well, I mean, it's a piece of cast iron metal. What'd you expect?
God, I was gonna pull a freaking zombies right activist kind of thing, where it's like, we wouldn't want to hurt the zombie too much. They probably have feelings.
That one unsubscribed podcast video.
Oh my god. Again, like I 100% I believe there's always a person like that and for like every scenario, and I hate it.
Hello, Lisa. How you doing?
Oh shit.
Welcome back.
There are more zombies. Gotta go. Have any more weapons? No, I do not. I got some more supplies, but it's not a lot. I still haven't opened the PTSD room yet. I'm like looking at it like, do I want to open it?
Do I want to open Pandora's box for shits and giggles? Spent more money on plastic crack, lol. Congratulations. What did you get?
What did you spend your money on? Some quack. Plastic quack. Dang it. Forgot we need to collect the fucking water.
The way you were saying it just now makes it sound like you meant like a duck.
What, like, oh.
Plastic quack. Quack quack. Oh, the majestic space duck.
Quack, quack, quack.
I had that shirt from when I got it from Anime Expo. Unfortunately, it is a Japanese large, so I grew out of it.
I really want to get an shirt like that one day too.
What was that? Okay, yes, Badger. Oh, hey, there's also a bot ban. Listen now, guy, girl, also be the person as soon as 30 seconds away from base because of feelings. Ancients wonderful the world of Dusty Boys, Box of Rubric, Soul Combat Patrol Armament, first half of the Hellbrood, and the Combat Patrol magazine. Nice. Very nice.
I love how like the backstory of this character too. Oh, we have a kitty cat here. Oh,
Pet the kitty cat.
I'm gonna write that in the feedback. I want to pet the cat. Give me the option to pet the cat.
Give me the option to pet the animals.
Honestly, they should actually add like a dog mechanic in this game. Like have like a dog, like a companion dog that can go with you when you scavenge.
The dog meat.
Yeah. Obviously, it'll have its own like stamina bar, hunger bar, and all that, so that when you bring them along, like you can only put so many items in his in like the doggy backpack or whatever. Or he could be your zombie attack dog.
No more bag of infinite holding. No more doggo of infinite holding.
No, unfortunately, if they did add a dog in this game, they'd probably give them like a limit to how much he can carry as well.
Yeah, of course. Just like I said, you don't want doggo of infinite holding.
Zombies.
Why are you quiet? They can't hear you in the game.
I don't know. I just get very immersive. I don't know why. Even I'm just like, why am I speaking softly?
Quest, pet the cat. Objective, pet the cat. Reward, pet the cat.
I wonder if I can find a weapon in here somewhere. Oh, stop with the heartbeat. I hate the heartbeat. Such an annoying fucking thing in this game.
Hey, did you know your heart's beating real fast? And you're also manually breathing?
I cast. I cast a manual breathing. What was the other thing that they do, like as a joke? I cast tungsten what?
Tungsten balls.
That's what it was. Tungsten balls.
Finish your captain and librarian and finish products. I will look at that in a little bit.
There's more Zed heads in here, in these top floors.
Oh, fuck, I screwed it up. God damn it.
I think one of the things I'm avoiding trying to grab is damn, I forgot that these fucking bastards are right here.
I cast rubber bones.
Well, I have a choice. I can either go downstairs and figure a way around those other zombies, the other 3 zombies, or I can open this door and try to fight 2 zombies barehanded.
Why does it have to be barehanded?
Because this weapon has a weapon durability system, so I can't just infinitely use a weapon.
Why don't you use it on the part that's close quarters, and that might screw you over then?
The thing is that like I don't have a weapon, so I'm kind of trying to hopefully find one in this mess of a building.
Ah, so
That
you're
way I
telling
can
me
at
is you
least-
came unprepared.
I mean, I had a pistol, but I didn't want to bring the pistol because that'd be a waste of ammo. Because I only have 4 bullets left, and there's
Just unwashed
a lot.
butt cheeks.
There's a lot. Did you, what? Unwashed. That one that one just made my brain fry. Like I just stopped thinking about the game for a second. Like what? I can go upstairs. I mean, technically I can. Oh, that's right. I couldn't go into a room because I didn't have the lockpick. But I can now go to the lockpick that's up here. Which I can lead that one zombie out, fight his ass, and then fight the other zombie.
You see you can bite the zombie's ass?
Fight.
I heard bite.
Like, I don't know what you're into, but sure. You do you, buddy.
No, that's you.
Me, I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to fist fight these motherfuckers.
I was waiting for you to slip up that. You almost said that. You almost said fuck. You almost slipped up there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was always prepared. This ass fucking items.
Well played. I cast men butt crack. Oh, the classic.
That one for some reason always made me fucking giggle.
Because the reverberation and the bass boosted. I cast man butt crack.
Make sure all these doors are open. Yeah. I'll unlock this door. This is where the fun begins. Come on, walk out that door. Question is, how far are you going to keep going?
Open up that door. Go for fisticuffs.
She's gonna go all the way to the other side. So that means I'm free to fight this one one-on-one.
Panama. Panama. Acidic diarrhea. The fuck?
Turn the beer and the coffee. Don't need that right now. Now that that one's taken care of, I can now try to get the other zombie to fisticuff me in here.
Looks like this is working. It's working, Mr. Krabs. Tobin and Summer 2021 goal.
Just need to wait for that zombie to
I got white paint more chimney. Shit.
fisticuff that motherfucker in the other room. Just pile the corpses in one.
House of 1,000 corpses.
Pretty much. Oh, zombie's back. This game is definitely no State of Decay, because State of Decay you can like, well, you can like prepare yourself with like 1,000 rounds for one weapon and just go out and scavenge like every house in the neighborhood.
You can kind of do that too in Zomboid, but it takes a lot of effort. But if you shoot the gun, a bunch of zombies swarm you.
Mm-hmm.
And by a bunch, it's
watching,
usually
like,
a
YouTube
giant
videos.
horde.
Yeah, I've been watching YouTube videos that like are based off of Zomboid. I think they're like the game is very interesting, so I do have it as like a wishlist game.
It goes on sale pretty often.
Yeah. Depending on how much I get paid this time around, I might pick it up.
I'd wait for the summer sale. Oh my god, there we go. Pretty good checker marks. And I can't wait to fuck them up later, but now that I have the base, they're all done. Ugh, not checker marks, sorry. Hazard stripes. There's some damn good hazard stripes too.
I'm slowly clearing this place out from zombies. If I clear most of it out, I could probably start
Look at
moving
it from
around
multiple
freely.
angles. If that was on a night, that'd be pretty damn good. Although I probably should do a hazard stripe right here too. God damn it. Never mind. Let me do that real quick.
There's one walker in here. The rooms that I hate the most are the ones where like the game decides, guess what? And it's like, what? There's gonna be a fuck ton of zombies in this one room, and none of them you can fight. Like, basically they're like hidden in the background, and the only way for you to trigger one of them is to trigger all of them. I'm just like, that's bullshit.
Ah, that is like Zomboid.
Yep.
It's Left 4 Dead.
Waiting.
You have alerted the horde. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. I need to see there's a walker in here, but I don't hear footsteps. May have been wrong. I'm gonna hate it that if I walk up and it's like right fucking there too.
Coming right for us. Huh, pretty good. Did it good on the first try. Gotta fill that in now.
Okay, I guess there wasn't any walkers anymore. It's just these two zombies that are just hiding. And there's one that's like slunched over next to a desk. Oh, there's one upstairs. Okay, that makes sense. The footsteps are coming from upstairs. Okay, got you.
I think the noises are in your head.
No, I was like walking in the room, and thanks to this like headset that I'm wearing, I could invite with people. For some reason, it like tickles my brain when we're in the direction that the footsteps are in, and I'm just like, oh, so it's too much.
Jesus Christ, man, you do have autism.
Huh?
Jesus Christ, man, you do have autism.
Why do you say that?
You said it tickles my brain.
It tickles my brain. I mean, I'm not wrong. Oh, this is.
We're all a little bit acoustic. I mean, autistic.
Here's the question. Yeah, zombies turned around.
The only thing I don't like about painting white is when I have to paint the color over a black base coat. Takes for fucking ever to be like fully opaque. Okay, it's almost good though. One more coat for each side should do it.
Fisticuff this zombie, and we should be good. Then I can fisticuff the other zombie.
As John Cena would say, are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm. I've calculated how many punches I at least need to like fight one of these zombies in fisticuffs one-on-one. Obviously, if I had like a golf club or a baseball bat, this would be way easier.
No, really? I didn't think that would be the case. A little bit more on this top stripe too, because it does look like not opaque enough.
Oh, this zombie has
Yeah.
more like health. Fuck off me.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, I think that's good for now.
It's time to go.
Oh, god damn it, I see a little spot that's still a bit. I see a little black paint peeking through. Damn it.
God damn it. Floors down. Okay, second floor. Almost out of here.
Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. First time doing freehand hazard stripes too. Ugh. You zoomed up too far. There we go. I think I did pretty good. That looks amazing, if I do say so myself.
Apparently there's a boss zombie at the top of this building. And by boss, I mean he's just chunky.
Bullet swoonge.
Mm-hmm. So I need to bring a golf club, baseball bat, or the makeshift
Pretty
machete
good.
that my characters are making.
I am done for the night. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back on Friday with more painting. And I don't even know about tomorrow for the Warhammer Skulls thing. So goodbye everyone. Have a good rest of your night.
Oh, what